Listen, you motherfuckers out running around out here are lucky that I'm not capable of fully unleashing myself upon this world in the way that I want. If I was capable of being the actual tyrant that I feel like I am inside, all you motherfuckers would be in trouble. First and foremost, I feel that every man, on your 18th birthday, you go to the military. On your birthday, you're in the fucking military. You turn 18, you go to the military for 2 years. Every fucking man. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if you're transitioning. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You're born a biological male, you're going. Hell, if you transition before you're 18 or on your 18th birthday, anywhere near it, and now you're a man, oh, you're going to the military as well. Pack your shit, buddy. That's gonna be part of being a man. You would go into the military for 2 years directly after being in the military for 2 years. The day you're discharged from the military, you go to prison for 2 years. I said that, motherfucker. Prison for 2 years. Now, I understand that the overwhelming majority of you have never been to prison. A lot of us have. A lot of motherfuckers. But a lot of the people, especially people on YouTube, I don't know a lot of motherfuckers on YouTube. All you Twitter finger keyboard warrior motherfuckers, how I know you guys are keyboard warriors is because you're on social media. I don't know a lot of motherfuckers on social media. Motherfuckers that are dealing drugs and killing people and doing and gangbang, like really, really, really into this shit, they're not on fucking social media. So all you guys that are acting tough, just so you know, when I see your guys' comments, because I go into other people's comments every once in a while, and I go into my comments, I don't really get too many people talking shit to me. But when you guys are in comments talking shit and everything, I already know you ain't really with the shit. Because first of all, if you were, you probably ain't even gonna be on social media. And even if you really are with the shit, happen to find yourself on social media, and you have big homies that are just letting you do dumb shit like that, there's just no way that you're really with the shit. There's got to be very few of you that are really with the shit that are on fucking social media, because you guys wouldn't. Somebody would smack you upside the back of your head. Hey, motherfucker, what the fuck you doing? First of all, you make yourself look bad. You make us as a group look bad, and you're giving away fucking. You're threatening people on there. You know what I mean? That's enough of the feds. They could use some of that to build a case. So there's no way you're really with the shit, and you're getting on YouTube and fucking Twitter finger and keyboard whirring towards people talking shit and threatening them. It's not real. And for all of you people, if when you guys are reading those comments, recognize it's got to be like 99.999% of those motherfuckers. They ain't really with the shit. Point of this is though, you go to the military, you'll learn how to develop. They will make sure that you have the discipline to get through the military. When you get into prison, you will have the discipline necessary to what we call programs so that you can function in prison. Now, what you guys don't realize is there are valuable lessons that you can learn in prison, that you will be forced to learn in prison. One is paying attention, having awareness of both of self-awareness of what you're doing and what your environment is. Not even necessarily for direct conflict or immediate threats, for the ripple effect of what your consequences can do. You will learn real fast to stop being stupid, real fucking fast, because you will be held accountable for your levels of stupidity. Minding your own fucking business. Most of you motherfuckers really need that lesson. In prison, you will be given that lesson real fucking fast. Minding your own fucking business. There are plenty of individuals. You can walk down the tier and lots of people will have the door open. They'll have their doors open because the rule is it doesn't matter if this door is open or not. Anything past that fucking threshold is not your goddamn business. But people will come in just freshly brand new, walking down the tier, and they look in every single cell. Somebody is gonna jump up and be like, hey, motherfucker, come here. I'm like, oh, what's up, man? Did you lose something? Did I lose something? Yeah, did you lose something in this fucking cell? No, man. What the fuck are you looking in here for? And you never know. This fool could be calling a bluff, but most likely not. And he could be a real life killer. They could go anything from getting your ass kicked to getting thrown off the fucking tier. You never fucking know. So you learn to mind your own goddamn business. But you also learn to pay attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it so that there's no consequences due to ripple effects of your decisions and actions. For instance, I have noticed every person out here, you will know the difference between a person who's done time and who hasn't done time merely by how they use the microwave. Everybody that I know of that has not done time, they yank the microwave open, grab their shit, and slam the fucking microwave closed. Whether people in their house are sleeping or not, that's just a normal fucking thing to them. It doesn't matter if it bothers anybody else. In prison, you'll learn because if you slam that, especially if you do it multiple times, people let you get away with something once or twice because they're like, he hasn't learned his lesson yet, or he did it by accident. Because accidents happen too. You accidentally slam your door. You try not to ever do that. I don't ever slam doors. Motherfuckers just be slamming doors. But you try not to do those things so that you don't affect somebody else. Slam your fucking slam the microwave 3 or 4 times though, and especially in a row, like 3 or 4 days in a row, and you keep waking motherfuckers up. Somebody's gonna come talk to you about that. Hey, bro, let me talk to you real fast about that, and that door's gonna shut. When they come in your room and the door gets shut, it's a very serious conversation. Just keep that in mind. You ever find yourself in prison, somebody walks in your cell, shuts the door behind them, just, in my opinion, just start swinging. Just start swinging immediately. Don't even wait for the conversation to finish. Just start swinging. But somebody's going to come talk to you about that. Somebody's going to set you straight. Now, for those individuals that belong to a gang, belong to a faction, somebody's already going to pull you to the side and be like, hey, bro, don't do that. Or somebody who's just kind of like the podfather kind of dude. Notice, they know you don't know any better. Hey, bro, come here. Let me talk to you real fast. Let me break this down to you, bro. You don't want to do this because this, and this. But some motherfuckers don't learn. They don't learn when you just teach them things like, hey, man, da 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 da. Some motherfuckers are just stupid. They need their asses kicked. So that'll happen. You'll be like, oh, yeah, okay. Clank. Oh, man, my bad. I forgot. Clink. Ding, 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 ding. After that third, fourth time, they're going to have enough lumps that they're going to remember. They ain't going to slam that motherfucker again. So there's a lot of valuable lessons that many of you motherfuckers will learn in prison, and you guys need to go to prison to learn them. How to survive. Listen, you cannot be, in my opinion, you cannot be a real man if you have never been through a situation where you have to fucking survive. You cannot build a conqueror out of somebody who's never had to learn to be a survivor. You guys are just fucking floating through life, little Twinkies just running around. You guys are fucking pussies. How are you, man? You don't have the will to dominate inside of you at all? Now, some people just, they have a natural will to dominate in just in different ways. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, those are not, hardened motherfuckers, but they had a will to dominate and they motherfucking rose to the top. Especially, man, Microsoft. If you guys ever look up how they walked into the office as an Oracle, you're like, man, that's some like mafia type shit that they pulled. So they had the will to dominate inside of them. So if you're naturally born with that, or you can develop it in many. You're not naturally born with it, but if you develop it in other ways, that's perfectly fine. But yeah, I would make most of you motherfuckers go ahead and ship your ass off to military for 2 years. Directly after the military, go ahead and sit in the pen for a couple of years. You'll learn how to fucking. You learn how to survive. You learn how to depend on yourself. You learn what real brotherhood is because you have to fucking most of the time you have to build a band of brothers just to make sure that even if you guys are non-affiliates, you just don't want to be in a precarious position. It don't matter how tough someone is. It don't matter how tough somebody is. Man, when a group comes, that tough motherfucker is, he may be a little hard to take down, but they're gonna take him down. You're gonna get him. Motherfuckers be like, oh, I'm a pit bull. Motherfucker, what the fuck is a pit bull to a pack of wolves? You ain't shit. So there's a lot of lessons that you would learn in prison that most of you motherfuckers don't have. You guys don't have self-awareness. You guys don't have general basic levels of respect towards everybody and everything around you. Hell, you don't even have basic levels of respect towards yourself. You go to prison, a lot of times, man, you're going to learn high levels of discipline. The people that do well in prison are the people that learn discipline very fast, and they learn it to very high degrees. The individuals that are living on the outskirts that are having a very, very, very miserable time, most of them, it's not even because they're being picked on or have a bad case. Most of the time, it's just because they don't know how to fucking live a life of discipline. And that is a massive differentiator between successful people in prison, people that do well in prison, and people that just don't. Men, so having that level of self-respect towards yourself, where you learn to put yourself through self-deprivation. Man, self-deprivation is a major, major, major key to being a man. You have to be able to put yourself through self-deprivation. Whatever your monetary situation is, you got a wife, you got kids, you got people you got to take care of. It's a real man that's going to be able to come home, recognize that there ain't enough money for him to buy the food for everybody. He brings the food home. He feeds his family. Now, if you got a good wife, she's gonna make sure you have some. But as a man, it's your job to make sure that they're fed. Man, if you gotta go hungry for a day or two, you just fucking go hungry for a day or two. But most of you pussy motherfuckers could never do that. Oh, I gotta eat. I gotta eat. I promise you don't gotta eat. My longest fast is for 12 days. I did a 12-day fast after doing many 10-day fast, 7-day fast, a fuck ton of 3.5 and 5.5 day fasts. You don't have to eat. You guys are just fucking pussies. You guys have to live with your belly full because your mommy tucked you in your whole life. You're a pussy. Yeah, send your ass off to military. The only other way that I wouldn't send, the only way that you could get out of going to the pen after the military is if you actually went to war for the country. Because war is the most radical society known to man. Prison is the second most radical society known to man. So yeah, if you made it through war, you actually saw, you actually were on the front lines, actually was in the shit, actually saw some real shit go down. No, you could fucking skip the pen. You could go home. You deserve that. But yeah, motherfuckers, you guys are fucking sorry. All you people out here, it is odd to say this. I'm retired. I'm retired. I'm never going to put myself in a position to go back to prison. It's just never going to happen. You know in your heart when you're retired, and I'm retired. I'm done. That being said, it is crazy how often I miss the environment that I was in and the people that I was around because I'm not surrounded by that level, that caliber of individuals anymore. I know you people think that you're great. You people think that you're wonderful because you never went to prison. I know you guys think that, and that's great. That's good for you. Really though, you guys are fucking sorry. Most of you motherfuckers are fucking sorry. I can't. I'm. Believe it or not, you either learn it or you don't learn it. But you will learn very high levels of integrity in prison. If you want to rise up in the hierarchy in any way, you will learn to have actual integrity. You guys don't have no integrity. You got man, motherfuckers out here don't have no integrity. People lie about the littlest shit all the time, all day, every day. You guys have no integrity. Yeah, so I think prison would be fucking beneficial for most of you motherfuckers to go through. I absolutely would send most of you guys to prison. I think that it would be a valuable way for men to develop. And I understand that most of you think that we're living in this urban or suburban, my bad, suburban utopia. And that's because most of you people are just so out of touch with the things that are going on in the hardest parts of both our country and the world. But the truth is you are still a man. And the reason why you have anxiety, the reason why you have depression, the reason why you have all these things is because you ain't never had to fight for your life. You ain't never had to be in a situation where you had to survive. You're able to fucking let your attention and focus wander off to other things because you've never been in a position where you had to learn to make sure that you were focusing on everything that was going on around you real fucking hard. Yeah, you guys are fucking just pussies, man. And it is odd, it's crazy how much I actually miss. Often, I find myself, I'm around somebody or I'm around a couple of people, and I'm just like, man, every last one of you guys is just sorry individuals. I've only got one individual that I've met that's new since I've been out. That man, this dude, he's got all the metrics that I would look for to like build a willing brotherhood. Oh, willingly build a brotherhood with, and he has all of those metrics. He's capable of self deprivation. He works out really hard. He's committed himself. He's already considered. He's not even considered. He is an expert in his field. He doesn't have excuses. He's capable of focusing and thinking very hard for hours at a time. But most of you people, man, you guys are just whack and sorry. The overwhelming majority of you, believe it or not, would do very well by going to prison for a couple of years.